And on the hill today, Matthew Boyd. How about a scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
All right, first pitch coming up. Isaac Collins steps in for the Royals. And we're underway here in the home opener. Fouled off. He was late. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. This one in the air right field. Great effort, but it gets down. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That was a pretty good pitch. Breaking ball down and in, but when it's breaking in towards you, you have a lot of time to see it and just try to get on plane with it. He hit that one pretty well.
Inside, ball 1.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Here's a 3-0. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game, but if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
And a payoff pitch. Up the middle. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's Bobby Witt Jr. And there's a base hit to the left. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Inside, ball 1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. 1 runs in. Here's the throw. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Everything came together for him. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Swing and a ground ball. Nice stop from his backside, and a run scores from third thanks to the infield single. Ben Rice now at the plate.
Ben Rice.
In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called.
The third baseman, Michael Garcia.
Right through there for a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Base hit center field. And they stop him at third, so base is loaded with 1 away. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. In the air to left center. Hank moving under this one. And he makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sac fly. It's 4-zip.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Bryce Teodencio.
And there's a foul ball.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward. Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 2 outs. And that's a base hit. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
At the plate, Isaac Collins.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early. Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Smoke to the gap. This might clear the bases. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. Across is the runner from first. It's 7-0.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Man at second. Right side push. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the first, and on the mound for Kansas City in this one, Cam Schlittler. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs. Big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Out towards right center field, and there's 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. That one fouled off. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
In the air, left field. Bellinger in a full sprint. And that is that. Here at Wrigley Field, new inning getting started. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Line to left, and that's just foul.
You know, Boog, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, He became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside-the-park home run in the same game.
Gets down, base hit.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
The 1-0.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Aye. That one missed.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
That one is absolutely belted. And there's a hit. And that's going to roll to the wall. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Here comes Witt around third. Relay throw home. He's safe. It's 8-0.
Back-to-back base hits. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. The 2-run shot. Stepping in the long ball threat, Ben Rice. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
0-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Struck him out swinging. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Fouled off left side. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
That's back-to-back singles for him. That's a tough location with the fastball to handle, but he was all over it. He got that front foot down and showed off some really quick hands to get the barrel to it.
Corner over to Swanson. He turns it. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. We head to the bottom of the second. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Aaron Judge. Judge comes up empty there.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Strike 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Michael Wood.
Hey. The 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Bellinger moving under it. And there's 2 down. In half up to hit. The half daddy.
Number 8, Ian Happ.
Hey. Happ lays off.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
2 down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Stays alive. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And that skips into dirt.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Set down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Back here at Wrigley Field, all set for the start of the inning. Rice Teodosio steps in for the Royals. That one ripped, but foul.
Well, these Royals doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Not only have they already put up a bunch of...
And it looks like trouble, and that's going to get into the corner. Now around second, going for third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Up next to the Royals, the right fielder, number 1, Isaac Collins.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Hard hit, base hit. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single, and they extend their lead. Here's Cody Bellinger, 1 for 2. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Over to Swanson. He turns it. Their second double play in just the first 3 innings here today.
Bobby Witt Jr.
And takes low for ball 1. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. In the air to left center. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the third. Swanson digs in. This one in the air. Rice. 1 down.
Batting it, the catcher.
Ballesteros in his rookie season, 22 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. On the ground to first, Rice. And he's out on the tag.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Horner in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. Back here at the friendly confines. On to the fourth. Yainer Diaz steps in for the Royals. Boyd back to work. This ball's chopped on the ground.
That ball
but it kicks foul. The 0-1. Ripped, but it curls foul. 0-2 now. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. And there's one down.
Up next to the Royals, the first baseman, number 22, Ben Wright.
The Royals up big in this one. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away. Down the third baseman, Michael Garcia. He's 2 for 2. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. That's a laser base hit. And that extends the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Next offering is fouled back.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ground ball right side. What a stop from his knees, the throw, and they get the out. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Pete Crow Armstrong. On a line. Into the dive, and he got it.
Up next to the Cubs, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Foul ball. That misses the zone. 3-1 now.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
The Cubs with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He'll take a trot around the bases. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 11-1. 1 down. Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate. Foul ball there.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Battling here as he fouls it away. down and in, moved his feet. Hit on the ground to the right side. It's in and out of his glove, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. The 0-1.
Off the plate, ball one.
And that one hammered. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Around second now, going for three. The relay throw.
Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
Bush in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
Inside, ball one.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 outs with a runner at third. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. An 11-1 Our starter in this one, Cole Reagan. What should we keep an eye on here?
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
Just about ready to roll. Here's Nico Horner.
The second baseman, number 2.
On the ground. Witt handles, throws to first. One pitch and one out.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 3, Alex Redmond.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. 2 away.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Judge rips that one, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Back here in Kansas City, and now here's the starter for the Cubs, Shota Imanaga. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Isaac Collins steps in for the Royals. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. And that is out of play. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Swing and a ball popped up. Horner. And there's one down.
Batting second, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Popped in the air, left field, and there's 2 away. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Ball.
Swing and a pop-up. Horner under it. And that is that. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Kyle Schwarber.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Strike 2. Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Swing and a ground ball. Picks it out of the dirt. One pitch and one out. So now with one away and a man at second. And now it's Dansby Swanson. Pitch misses inside. Ball one. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. Late with the swing there.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Man at second. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Michael Brooks.
This one gets away as he can't handle it behind the plate. Throw into third. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, we head to the bottom of the second. Yordan Alvarez steps in for the Royals. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. A solo shot. And the Royals strike first. It's 1-0.
But just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Up the middle. Swanson tosses to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Stepping in the long ball threat, Ben Rice. Next offering misses,
That's a ball.
and 1-1. Shota, in his third season, 32 years old, he joined the team as a free agent. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's two down.
The third baseman, Michael Garcia.
Foul ball. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
That's a hit. And that gives Jazz Chisholm Jr. a chance to hit with two out.
Wood.
Out into left center for a line drive base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And now they'll have runners on the corners with two away.
Couple of singles back to back. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to find.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
stringing them together. That's 3 hits in a row. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Digging in, Isaac Collins. This one in the air center field, and that'll do it. On to the third inning. Leading off, Michael Busch.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move. Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That one hit to right. Collins takes it in for the out. One down. On the ground to third. Throws to first in time. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third. 2 outs, base is empty. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit.
Ball. Ball, that's outside.
Outside. 3 balls and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. On the ground to first, and foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And there's ball 4.
That's ball 4. Runner, take your base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Bellinger under it, and that is that. Back here in Kansas City, set for the bottom of the third, Cody Bellinger steps in for the Royals.
Bellinger.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And a man aboard. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Waste no time there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Alvarez in the box, lays off for ball 1. In the air, left field. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Grounded out his first time. Swings through that one for strike 1. Fouled off down the right side.
There, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about.
Now this one gets through. Bellinger on his way home. In comes the run for second. The tag at third, and he's out. Fought off foul.
Ball.
One run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the third. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, here's Alex Bregman. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Cubs just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
Up next for the Cubs, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Foul ball there. The Cubs trailing by 3, top half of inning number 4. And he gets tied up right there.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And Judge is down on strikes. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Doubled his first time up.
That's the ball.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the 4th, Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Bush takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
That's inside. Ball.
Just
That missed.
missed.
That's the ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Bryce Teodosio steps in for the Royals. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. This one in the air, right field. Judge cutting across, and that is that. Ready now for the 5th inning. Ian Happ up to hit.
Number 8, Ian Happ.
And that one fouled off.
You know, these Cubs, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs.
And that one is lifted in the air. Teodosio gets under it. 1 away.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
He swings and fouls one off. In the air, right field. And there's 2 down. Michael Bush digs in now. 0 for 1 so far.
Michael Bush.
Ball outside.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Ball.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that's the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Isaac Collins. Ripped on a line to center. And a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling.
Swanson to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
The batter, number 7.
And now a huge at-bat coming up as Bobby Witt Jr. steps in. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1.
And you know, it's always interesting to see how teams attack the first pitch. What's their plan of attack going to be? Well, for this offense in this game, they're not waiting around.
On the ground, right side. Horner. They take the force out, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
The batter, number 44. Designated hitter, Yoda Alvarez.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. That one is absolutely belted. Crow Armstrong moves after it. Can't get there. 1 run will score. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Comes through with the RBI. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
The Royals trying to break this one open. Last half of inning number 5. On a line. It one hops off the wall, and both runs could score. The second run scores, and it's now a 6-run lead. And he's safe at second with a 2-run double. Ben Rice steps in for the Royals. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's a ball.
Outside.
Tried to
That's a
attack
ball.
with a sweeper. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that's fouled off. Gets him to chase after that one. Swing and a miss. Shota Imanaga with the strikeout.
The third baseman, Mike
In the air to left center. Pat on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now the Cubs catcher, Miguel Amaya. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Tap foul at the plate. And a foul ball. Got him swinging for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Number 4, Pete Crow Armstrong.
On the ground to the left. Witt over to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Nico Horner will hit next.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
In the air to left center. Stretches out and hauls it in. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the 6th inning, Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps in for the Royals.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
In the air, left side. And there's one away.
Up next for the Royals, the center fielder, Bryce Tokyo.
The 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. So the Royals batting order turns over. Isaac Collins now at the plate.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
High fly ball right field. Judge settles underneath it. That is the inning. Back here in Kansas City, now it's Alex Bregman.
Number 3, Alex Bregman.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
That's a ball. Outside.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
The 1-2. And they'll do it again. Pitch misses inside. Ball 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Witt over to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
For the Cubs, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Inside, just missed. The Royals up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Rice takes it in for the out. And the first baseman makes the catch.
Up next
2 down, base is empty. So up next for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber, 1 for 2. Chop to the right side. Chisholm tosses to first, Schwarber out of the play. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB.
Now pitching for
Luke Little takes over on the mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Ground ball
That's
right
foul.
side, and that's just foul. Got him. One out. Lined into right. That's out number 2. Here's Yordan Alvarez. He's already homered here in this one.
designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Look out!
Take your base.
And
That
it
got
hit
him.
him.
Up next for the Royals.
2 aboard, 2 outs.
Now Ben Rice, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it
Ball
in play.
outside.
Just missed. Swings through the sweeper.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
Pitch misses, and the count is even 2-2. That one
Ball
missing
inside.
inside. First and second, 2 down. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2 on, 2 outs. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, stepping in, Ian Happ.
Ian Happ.
And before the pitch, he steps off.
Now pitching for the
John
Royals.
Schreiber gets the call from the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Hit in the air, center field. Teodosio takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Hot shot to third. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. One down. Now at the plate, Michael Bush. Quick move to first. Dives back. Out! Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And that is that. Back here in Kansas City, digging in, Michael Garcia. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Daniel Palencia.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Here's your 1. Slow roller to third. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Teodosio now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Stays alive. Got him swinging. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. That is the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now the Cubs catcher, Miguel Amaya. Craig Counsell going with a pinch hitter here. Next Muncy. Daniel Lynch comes on now.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
That one fouled off. And a 1-1. Foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. He's 0 for 1. Outside with a breaking ball. One down, base is empty here in the 9th. Liner, base hit. And they had their first hit since the second inning.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Nico Corman.
Inside and
That
hit him.
Batter, take your base.
Dangerous hitter at the plate. And Alex Bregman. Greg Counsell going with a pinch hitter here. Michael Conforto. Runners at first and second for him with one down. Pickoff throw. Safe at second, and he gets back in. Fouled off left side. Two on, one out. And a foul ball. Runners on the move. Pitch is low.
No, that's down. Ball.
Throw to second. Safe, and it's a double steal. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Cubbies with only one out left. It's Aaron Judge now. 0 for 3 in this one. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Fastball is outside. They're down to their final strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him, and that's the ball game. 6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.